Very noisy this morning. Whole heap of cockatoos in the tree up there. They're too scared to come down because of the corellas. Oh, there you are. Hey, hello, come down. Everyone's flying all over the place today. And then over there are a couple of corellas. Well, see, that's what we should have. Corellas on that side, on that feeder, and cockatoos on this feeder. Although the corellas, they think they want both, and they shoo the bigger birds away. Don't you? You're mean. You just have your own feeder, please. So there he is down there. He's going to try and shoo the other bigger birds away. So I just stand a little bit closer and let the cockatoos eat. I'm not sure if that's scruffy over there in the tree. Oh, I've got sun in my eyes. I can't see where I'm videoing. I just better stay here. So yeah, lots of noise and carry on this morning with all the birds. G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to do a cloud pour today. I'm going to use milk paint. I've used this before and it worked really well. I've done a couple of videos using this, so if you haven't seen it, check that out. But before I start, I'll show you this painting that I put a gloss varnish on. Do you remember this one? This was one of my first pearl pours that I did. Look how gorgeous that has dried. So it's got just one coat of this is Global Gloss Varnish, but you can use Liquitex, whatever brand you want. And I just poured that on. I'm going to see if I can show you the shimmer. I can climb up here. Look at that. Love this painting. And the gold and the blue have made this sort of turquoisey colour there. I hope you can pick that up, that shimmer. It's just come up so pretty. And then we've got the black centre there, somewhere for the eye to rest. A little bit more turquoise up there. So yeah, really, really pretty and shiny. It's come up so nice. So yeah, really happy with that one. Yeah, just thought I'd show you the dry product. Everyone likes to see the finished ones, don't they? So, move my paints back into frame now. I'm going, as I said, with the milk paint, and that's made by folkart. So what I've done is, in my cup, I've got 1 part flow acrylic, artist loft, half a part of milk paint. This is a big bottle, this is a small bottle. I didn't want to use too much of this. So I've got 50 grams of the artist loft, 25 grams of that. So that's 75 grams together. And then I've put in 1:1 with Floetrol. So 75 grams of Floetrol. So the white paint is mixed 1:1 with the Floetrol. That's it there. It leaves a little mound. Trace doesn't stay for very long. And then with my colours, I'm using Liquitex Basics, and I'm using 3 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. So I've got Prussian blue, sorry, no I haven't, phthalo blue, and just a tiny little bit of the green mixed together to make, it's a very dark turquoise, it's almost blue, it's just taken the edge off the brightness of the blue. The orange-ish one, I've mixed cadmium yellow deep with a little bit of the, well, actually mainly, again, 15 grams of the yellow, cadmium yellow light hue, and 5 grams of the cadmium red deep. So that's 20 grams, and then I've got 60 grams of Floetrol, so 3:1. So that's that one. The red is just the cadmium deep red hue, and the yellow is just cadmium yellow, light hue. So there we go. All mixed 3:1. Floetrol 3, paint 1. So the paint's a little bit thicker than the white. The colours are a little bit thicker than the white. I'm hoping they'll be okay. So I'm just testing them. But I thought I might as well video my little test pour. And then I've got my records, you know, because then I can look back on them. So these all look thicker. But I want my rings to stay in shape. So that's the idea. So I'm going to start with a little bit of yellow in the bottom. Not too much, just enough to cover the bottom there. Now this is a cloud pour, so we want clouds. So I've got a little bit more white than I've got of the other colours. And I'm going to pour out this way, opposite to the little crease there. So blue goes in first. I think I'd like to do a few layers, or 2 anyway, at least 2 layers. And then the orange. I'm keeping the yellow away from the blue because I don't want too much green in there. I'm going for sort of a sunset look. I'm hoping to get a sunset look. Some red, and then I'm going to put the white on top of the red because I'd like a bit of a pinky hue. Probably double the amount of white than I've just put in with the red. Looks like I might have 3 layers. I think I've probably got too much paint though, so I'm just going to do the 2 layers and then leave it at that because I don't think I need all of this. And let's go from up high. Okay, leave those there, a little bit left. Actually, I might just put some blue on the top because I'd like some blue on the outside. There we go. Righto. Now let's see if I can do some small-ish rings. I haven't had much luck with my cloud pours lately. So another little play today. I'll go from up higher, that's better. I'm actually getting a better circle when I go up high like this. Not so much of a wiggle. And because this is a little practice, I'm not sure how much white I'm going to need. So this will tell me, you know, if it's too much white or if I don't have enough white. And then just as your paint starts to get a bit wriggly at the end there, just come close. And I'm going to stop there because I think all that's left in the bottom is white. It's pretty empty actually. Oh, I'm getting some beautiful little finger looking cloudy things there. So that's a good sign. And I'm going to torch to pop some bubbles. Do you know where my blue went? Do you know how I put the blue on the outside because I wanted blue? That didn't happen. Might put a little bit of white just around the edge, but I'll torch this first. And I've got a little bit of white left, so I'll just pop that on the corners. I'm hoping that I've got enough blue. It looks very reddish, doesn't it? So out of the 4 colours, I only had 1 blue, 2 orangey reds, and then a yellow. So I'm hoping that I've got enough blue. But as I said, this is a practice. And we'll see how it goes. And that's how you practice. That's how you learn, you know. You think, okay, I don't have enough blue in this pour. I'm going to cut back on the orange. Or I'm going to cut back on the red. And I'm going to add more blue. So it's just a process of working through it and process of elimination, really. Work out what you need. So I'll do that. I haven't got a lot of paint here, just using what I've got left. I probably don't need to put the extra on, but let's just use it because I've got it. Oh, look at the effects there that's happening. Now you guys, you know, if you've been watching me, you know that I haven't had much luck with the satin enamel. done a few paintings. Most of them I've scraped. I really haven't been happy with them. I don't know whether it's just me, you know. It's just not my thing. Not my thing. But I have had better luck with the milk paint, so that's why I'm trying this again. And we'll see what happens. Right, that's empty. Ooh, I am liking what's happening over here. Just cross fingers that I've got enough blue. Right, big circle first. I may have too much paint on here too by the looks of it. Oh, there's some blue there. I'll have to keep that. I like that. Go around again. If your paint's too thin at this stage, your rings start going a little bit wobbly. Back to the middle. So it is looking rather pink, isn't it? And can't really see the yellow. The yellow's vanished. So next time, more yellow. I think maybe the yellow is, what is the yellow? Let's have a look. Oh, it's semi-transparent. What are the others? The blue is semi-transparent. Green semi-transparent. What's the red? Opaque. Okay, let's finish. I'm just going to bring the white back to the middle a little bit. And I want to try and keep as much of that blue there as I can. So consistency wise, it looks good. The rings are staying in ring shapes. As I said, if they start going, you know, ziggy-zaggy, then it's too thin. I would like a little bit more blue. That wasn't very well done, was it? See if I can just keep a little bit of blue on the corner. Come back, because I am aiming for, you know, clouds, sunset, that sort of a look. Bit of a shame I've lost my yellow, but I think I'll come up to this corner next, because I don't want to lose all that blue. As I said, I want to keep that blue if I can. So let's go up here first and get rid of some of this. There's a lot of white in the middle, isn't there? Okay, so I put enough white to cover the bottom of the cup, and that probably was a little bit much, maybe half of that. Although, you know, if you don't put enough white in, you don't even know it's a cloud pour, do you? It's the whole idea of having that big white fluffy center. Oh, I'm losing my blue. No, don't go blue. Let's see if I can tip you that way. Don't go blue. Oh, loving it. Kept a bit of my blue. I don't like that big squiggle there. Oops, nearly dropped in that. All right, so I think a little bit less paint next time. And maybe cut down on the red, because the red and the white are giving me a lot of pink. But hey, I got the clouds, you guys. Happy, happy. Got the clouds. Let's torch that. Some bubbles. So for me, I just think that the milk paint is just so much better. I'm going to turn that around because I think that the blue belongs on top. So the way you can see it is the blue's on top there. Looks as if there's some sort of blue through here. I'm just trying to open that up a little bit. I don't want to stretch it too much because, you know, I've got some pretty clouds there and I don't want to overstretch them. I've got some other little effects popping up through here, which is really pretty. So going by this, I think I've got too much white. I prefer how I can see more of the blue through here and more of that colour. It's just a little bit too white, so definitely going to go again. Yeah, so do you guys like the big white centre of clouds, or do you prefer it not to have such a big white centre? I just think maybe I've got too much white. Or maybe just a little bit of white in the middle and then one layer of white through, and I probably shouldn't pour it in, I think it was just a bit much. But so I'm happy with that. Yeah, I really like that one. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And gonna go again. Definitely go again. I love that. So pretty. Just wish it had more blue, hey? Little tiny touches of blue here and there. There, so yay! Happy, finally did it. All right. I'm going to do another one. I've got the colours already in the cups, so I'm going to reuse the cups, make up some more, and let's go again. Right, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.